Hey there. Uh, Good hot cup of coffee in the morning to get you going. Anyways, today I'm out here because somebody had posed a question on the page about a follow-up on a video that I had shot, and I believe the video was called "Working with Small Scions." And some of the scion wood, as you all know, I had some of the stems that I was working with was pretty small, and I had decided, you know what, I'm going to go ahead and try to see if I can make them work. Now, on the 19th of March, I did a graft, and this is the result of the graft. You can see where some sort of bug or something got in here and ate a little bit on the leaves, but other than that, the tree is doing fine. But this is an overlease grafted on the 19th of March, and what I had done is I grafted the very tip of the scion. You know, it would be like this growth right here. It was the very tip of the stem. I had grafted in here, and that very top bud, I guess they call it the terminal bud, I'm not exactly sure the word for it, I left exposed, and I wrapped scion, or wrapped parafilm down the scion, and like I normally do, I just didn't wrap scion on that tip. I was advised that they'll come out and they'll burn the scion up, and a lot of them are not successful, which I think that in there was pretty much successful. And I just wanted to show that to you. I did a few of them like that. I got a tree out there I converted into a sunflower, and I did the same thing. Two pieces of scion because I was working with small scion, and I did a inlay type graft, and those have taken off very well. There was two of them on the outer limbs, and the scion wood was pretty small, so I did a bark inlay on the stems, and they grew. As a matter of fact, those ones are even, they've grown even more than this. They're probably, oh, probably about that long, comparatively speaking, about twice as long as this one right here had grown. And that's one of them that I wanted to show you. And I have another one here. I did the same thing. This one right here was grafted on the 13th of April, and it's a Rigel. It's a new variety that I've never heard of, and I thought, you know what, I'll give it a try. It's supposed to be a cross between Susquehanna and a Shenandoah, but we'll see what kind of a tree that they'll produce. I've top worked one tree out there, as I've shared with Rigel, and by the way, that one is doing extremely well. And I did the same thing right here. I did not wrap the very tip. I left it alone and wrapped the rest of it. And as you can see, it took off. I would have liked to have seen more growth than that, but you know what? It was something that I wanted to experiment with. One thing I am going to do while I'm sitting here is take this rubber band off. It's been over 2 months. I don't want no girdling to go on. I left the rubber band on too long, a long time ago, or last year, not a long time ago, excuse me. And it girdled pretty good. Let's get this off here. There we go. You set that knife down. That's a pretty sharp knife. I'm going to go ahead and take the band off. It no longer needs to be on there. I've been on her about 2.5 months. Today's the first day of July. So there we go. That wasn't cleft graft that I did because the scion was so small. It was just an update to give you all how these did. The very tip right there I noticed didn't make out, but the bud right down next to it came up and it produced some growth, as well as this bud over here. It came out and produced some growth. Little seedling. That, as you can see, man, that was a very small graft. Man, was that tiny. Anyhow, just wanted to give an update to the individual that asked about an update on the one that I did back in March, and I decided, you know what, let's do a video and show you an update of how these turned out. Very small, very small, but it's making it. Got a little bit of burning going on right there. Set that to the side there. That was something that I wanted to share with you and give you an update. That's all it is. It's just an update and my observations as to using the tips of the scion. I probably won't be using the tips of the scion too awful much because they take a little longer to do anything, and they also stand a chance of not getting the growth that I am after. But they were very small pieces of stems that I had to work with. And I had some young tender seedlings, and I thought, you know what, let's give it a try. Have a few of them like that. Anyways, my name's Jim. If you like what you see, subscribe. Any comments or questions that you have, I welcome, and I will try to answer. Y'all have a God bless day.